Hey everybody, and welcome to English 147. I am Professor B. Hope everybody had a good New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, and hopefully we'll have a good actual New Year. That would be super awesome. I wanted to do a quick welcome video, um, very brief, just to talk mostly about getting people started when researching for subjects, which is going to be sort of the main idea for this week. In general, I do a broadcast every Tuesday. So right now I'm doing this on Monday. I'll post this on Monday. But every week on Tuesdays, I do a broadcast and I go over the week's work, um, answer any questions. So if you can stop by, it's a good thing to do. This is the time for the different time zones, right? So 11 Pacific, 12 Mountain, 1 Central, and 2 o'clock Eastern time. I happen to be in Nashua, New Hampshire. So I'm always thinking Eastern time stuff. Um, okay, so here's what we're going to do. So the theme I wanted to do here's how to research for this theme. Basic video. So the theme for this session is equality in the workplace. So here is what to do as far as getting started, or at least how I would go about it, right? I'm going to the library guides. So I click on library guide, right? So here I am in the library guide place. There's an orientation video, which I'm sure is very helpful and so on. So here's how to begin researching. The first thing to do is to scroll all the way down till you get to the go to the library homepage. So we go to the library homepage, and here we have start our search, but you'll see this sign into my library account. So that's usually a good thing to do before you start doing any actual searching, because now you're actually in under the Chamberlain account, right? So then for searching, I basically would put in the main theme. That's it. Okay, so here's where this starts to get more and more fun. So here we are, equality in the workplace. There's tons of options. So one of the ways I decide if a subject is arguable, because you are going to write a single argument research paper where you take a position on this subject. So you need to be arguing something having to do with this subject. So one way to do that is to look through articles that you find. Um, Before we do that, I want to make sure that I'm looking for the types of articles that I can use, right? So over here on the left, I'm going to click the peer-reviewed journals because that's what I need to have. I also want to change the date so that ideally, I think it's 2019 to 2020. So I'm going to click on that. I click on articles, and I also click on book chapters just because, but that's it. All the rest of them I don't really need. So then I have apply all filters. The other thing to do is I'm going to come up here, see this remember all filters. Because if I go ahead and change what I want, a word or add a word, if I don't do that, I have to do all that again. Anyway, so remember all filters. So now we got 9,698 results. Now, things to look for, right? It depends on what you're most interested in, but here's the advanced search function. So let's say I need to still narrow it down. So I'm interested in quality in the workplace. Maybe I'll do this in healthcare, see if I can find things in that, since that happens to be something. Okay, so now I'm down to like 2,000 results. So it's good, getting narrower. And I can start to take a look at some of the things that are arguable, like subjects that could possibly. So this one might give me. So this is about gender equality in general at work. It's also in okay, so I clicked on it. Now it gives me all these options. What I really care about is the full text availability. So I'm going to click on that because that's hopefully will get me to the entire article. When it does, I can do a few things. I can just see if there's nothing there about it. So over here on the left for this version, right, full text or full text PDF. If I do full text PDF, it'll show it to me here, and then I can just click this arrow, the download, and it will download it to my computer. And I will put something in the title that helps me remember it. So now it's in my downloads on my computer. Right, it's definitely a shorter article. So I want to be able to see if, it's going to have information that I'll be able to use. And it's already, since it might be too short and too general. So I want to get back. So I'm back here. I click this X and I'll get back to my main page. Challenges faced by female healthcare professionals. All right, let me see, check availability of that one. That seems like a little more specific, right? So now we're talking about healthcare specifically. We're talking about gender specifically. Challenges faced by female. I will download this one. Great. And this looks like it's going to be a sort of a general overview. It's a study that somebody conducted and they found out information. So you would read that, and see if it has information that you can start to figure out what your argument is going to be. Let me see if I can get the abstract. Okay, so if I hit the abstract and details, it'll just give me very quickly what the article's about. So this might be useful. Looks like it's also going to talk about other articles about the same subject. The other thing to do once, and you're in this world, you found it, you've downloaded it, what I do is I click the Cite button just because, hold on. I want to just get the citation so that I don't have to worry about this. Let's see here. Well, I could always just do that. Copy it, or I can export it if I use any of these, and I actually don't. I use a different one than any of those, but at least I have, this, and I can sort of copy and paste it, and then I have it. So, it's something just I grab so that I have it at the time I download. That's it. So this is my very brief video about how to start searching and researching. I will talk to people. Hopefully, I will see people on Tuesday at 2 o'clock Eastern time. I'll broadcast. This is exactly basically what I do. I'll just go through, but I'll go through more specifically the assignment for the week, the discussion for the week, and then I'll give examples, and then people can ask questions and so on. All right. I will talk to everybody later.